Hey, what's happening? New review for you today. We got another Starscream right here. So we're doing another Starscream review today. I've got Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie. Transformers Bumblebee 72 Starscream. I don't know. It's Studio Series Starscream from the Bumblebee movie. And he is there looking pretty cool. I really like the design of this Starscream, but I freaking hate this face. It's just... Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not into it myself, but there's that. Product shots and whatnot. And he does come with a little background that is... I'm not going to take it out. I don't care that much, but it is Cybertron, so that's cool. And here is the featured bot. Studio Series Bumblebee Starscream. So this design's really grown on me. It looks like just a mess, like a jumbled up mess, and I could say that for both modes. But I kind of like it. It's cool. It's a cool design. I wish the wings had in between, because they're either like that or like that. So if you do this, I mean, it kind of has more of a jet type. Looks more like a jet up top, but it's got more kibble on the bottom, and it just doesn't seem like it'd be aerodynamic. This way, it kind of almost doesn't matter that it's aerodynamic or not. It's just a weird, looks like a bug and a bird jet mode thing. But I mean, really cool, really good details and stuff. Not so many obvious robot parts because of the design. I mean, his hands are right there, but that's really it. I mean, everything else is weird jet thing. So, but yeah, and he's got his little null rays there. They just plug in, and this gun on the bottom. And without the gun on the bottom, it kind of doesn't work. So, it doesn't really work as well. So, you kind of need that there. And yeah, I mean, I will say too, the wings are like, they come in this much, but when you sit it on the table or anything, it rests on the wings, so it splays the wings out just a tad, and that's a little weird. So there's no really good way to just set them down unless you set them on something a little higher up than his wings. But yeah, anyway, bringing some comparisons here. Here's Siege Starscream. So another Starscream in his... this part came undone a little bit. Sorry. Another Starscream in his Cybertronian mode. Tetrajet type mode. It's another Voyager too. So kind of how that looks. So totally different style, but still Cybertronian jet. So kind of cool to have another one. And let's see here. Also have a Cybertronian jet mode Starscream. This is the deluxe. I think it's War for Cybertron, but the game. So I think it was part of Thrilling 30 around there. I'm not 100%, but another take on that. So kind of cool. A lot smaller. Even smaller, I don't have the large version any longer, but this is the Transformers Cybertron Starscream. So, and that was kind of the first time he officially had a toy that was his Cybertronian jet mode. So, and the Tetrajet type look. So this is definitely a different take for sure than, what we originally thought of as his Tetrajet. So, and finally, here we have Transformers Bumblebee movie Blitzwing. Now, believe it or not, these guys are share a lot of the same mold and transformations, and it's kind of cool because I like this figure. I don't enjoy the transformation too much. It's not hard, but it's just, it's not fun. But this one is. And they look completely different, you know? Let's see if I can. And they're completely different shapes and sizes. They've got the exact same gun. And I mean, there's other little bits, but for the most part, everything's different and in a different place. So I think the wingtips are the same. No, they're totally different. Same design elements and stuff, but you know. And I originally got this guy because he's pretty much Starscream's colors and stuff, and he looks like Starscream, not Blitzwing. But he's obviously a different character. But now I have the official Starscream. So let's just see what we can do to get this guy transformed and take it from there. Now, I also do want to highlight this awesome color of orange. And there is some stuff in there, although it doesn't quite look like a cockpit, which is cool. And then this is like rubberized plastic, and it's kind of bent down a little bit right out of the box, but it's a weird Cybertronian jet thing. It makes him look even more like a bird or an insect or something, so whatever. But yeah, let's just start with taking the gun off. You saw how that goes in, so there's a little square part that'll fit over that, and then these little nubbins will just sandwich in there. So yep, and those are his arms as you can see. And we'll just take these off too. So better look at the null rays, which that's another disappointment with these, and I'll get to that in a moment. But you know, they're pretty thin and hollow on the one side and just a peg. But yeah, these not great. But so that's what it looks like without anything there on them. But let's just start here. You saw some of this already. It's coming apart. Just want to open this up. From those flaps, you can bring these flaps. Oh, you bring these flaps up. Sorry. And actually, it might be easier to just. Sorry, I'm sure all these steps are not right. And you just separate this. It'll come up, split the legs. That'll grant you access to open that flap up. This flap will come in and just move this down this way. And then this will tab into that part of the leg. What will be the leg. And just rotate these and flip out feet. Collapse, and then this part will go out on the outside of the leg, and there's his legs. So you do, so I'm doing this all out of order, so I apologize. You do want to this is like on a, this little thing is what holds the gun, and that'll come down. It'll also separate like that, and you want to, and this is nice too, an improvement, because on the other cockpit, it's the whole cockpit, not just the nose of the cockpit that comes down, but it doesn't. This one snaps into place. The other one on Blitzwing just does not. And you can bring that back, and they'll actually come back together and then just lay like that. And as you saw, these are his hands, so you just want to bring these in. And weirdly, I checked out the instructions just because when it's something more traditional, you know, I like to always, you know, just wing it, and what a jet should transform, how a jet should transform, how a car should transform. But with something alien, and I'd like to know what they think where everything should go. So, but in the instructions, these supposedly peg together, but there's no tabs or anything. So I don't know. But yeah, you just fold them back in there and bring these around. Those are his arms. His head, a little fold down. And then you can bring this whole section up. And bring that down. Bring just his wings out for some space, And these will snap in. Rotate his arms. Hands out. And then you clean up his wings. Bring the wing will extend out like that too. And this will fold up. And this will fold up. And this is nice because this is painted like the same as the wing, you know. Same colors and stuff. But on the underside, he's got that white stripe that Starscream has. So, bring those around and up. They'll kind of sit up like that. There you go. So, and I mean, that's pretty much it. But you do have these that come out. And I'm not sure exactly why. It's kind of like landing gear, but when he came out of the package, he was like this, and the instructions make a point as to putting him down. I don't understand why, but that, and then the instructions have you push this in as one of the steps. So it's my assumption that this is going to stick out a little bit, like maybe not that much, but just a tad. But really, it's not much of a difference at all. This has no reason really to move. So, whatever. But there he is. And he's lanky and weird and ugly. But he's cool. I like him. And unfortunately, this part right here. This just constantly annoys me when I get a problem like this. You can see straight on, he's looking that way. And he's got like a little burr, and I tried to catch it with the razor, but I couldn't get it. There's a little point right there that he'll kind of sit in, but any further to the right, and he'll just... So it's the ball joint, I think, or the socket on his head. I don't know, but he's constantly looking this way. Oddly enough, my Titans Return Blitzwing does this. So, kind of a weird... thing there, but you know, he looks good. The face, I'd love to say that it's well done. I mean, I guess it is nicely detailed, but it's ugly as sin, man. But you know, I love the coloration and stuff. You know, did pretty good, and you'll see in a minute, you know, kind of the similarities in design. It's almost like they wanted Blitzwing to be Starscream, but that never happened. I'm not sure why, but yeah. So finally, you want to take his null rays, and he can't wear them on his arms anywhere, unfortunately. But he does have little peg holes right here, and then this is like one of my complaints, right? Is this just holds so poorly. It's just very loosely in there. And they'll come out pretty easily, you know. But, you know, if you're careful, they'll be fine. But they're useless, just pointing down. So there's a tab here, and he does have a little hole there for no apparent reason, except for doing this. So I'm assuming this was supposed to be a function, so this is something you could do. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. I guess they're on his shoulders, but, you know, it's weird. But you could do that, I guess. And he does have his gun, which, compared to Blitzwing, is pretty plain. And, you know, could have used a little bit more detail or paint, but, you know, whatever. And he holds it the same way, like his hand's transformed. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. Definitely like that he's Starscream now. And like I said, I love the wings. The wings are great. And, you know, some of the detail in here is really good. A couple of nitpicks. I mean, the design, you know, I can't can't hate on it too much, but it is what it is, you know. He has, as you saw, the neck, and it does go up pretty good ways. It just came right off, but this stupid thing. But you saw the wing articulation, you know, you can go in and out, up and down on this one, you know. You can kind of change the look of that as you wish. Arm all the way around, up that far, you know. You can, you know, break his arm if you wanted him to reach down for something. But rotation right there, really good. Elbow, hands go down just because transformation. But does he have a waist? No, yeah, he does have a waist behind this. So I guess that would be a reason to open that up, is just to get a little bit more range there. But legs, you know, do all kinds of normal leg stuff, everything you want. Knee, ankle rocker, you know, up and down. So pretty decent amount of articulation, kind of what we're used to, you know. He has pretty much everything we'd expect. So let's go ahead and bring in some other guys. So here is Siege Starscream again, as you can see what they look like and scale like. So, you know, pretty good. Definitely like this color gray better than this I don't know, clayish gray. Oh, by the way, he will hold, unlike Earthrise Starscream. Siege Starscream will hold the core class Megatron's pistol. So just so you know, looks pretty good, you know. So yeah, there's that. Here's the War for Cybertron, the video game version. So another Cybertronian Starscream. He's got the upswept wings and stuff. I mean, seems like that's the theme for all of them. I should say more upswept. This is, of course, this is, I think, what it was called was Cyberverse originally. This Legends size, or no, it was called Legends and then Cyberverse with Prime, I think. But yeah, what his first official Cybertronian Starscream looks like, as far as design, and of course Blitzwing. And you can see they're like just completely different figures. You know, they share a lot of the same aesthetics and stuff. Even these little flap thingies are molded different. I'm fairly certain. Or maybe, I think this one, no, they are molded different. So they're very similar, but you know, they carry, there's a lot of carryover as far as parts. Functionally, even his feet are a little different. So it looks like there's another extra little piece of plastic over this little wheel piece that he has there. So I mean, it's very similar, but there's like 0 parts that they share except for maybe the gun. So yeah, he even got different hands. I prefer this face, you know, but this is definitely Starscream. And this is some guy cosplaying a Starscream. So yeah, I mean, all in all, I think it's really good. I actually really like it. I just don't love, you know, some of the aesthetic choices like the face and stuff. You know, if I got real nitpicky, I could always swap the heads and whatnot. But, you know, obviously this looks more like Starscream. So, but I mean, minor things, you know, and they're mostly aesthetic. And I guess that's, you know, to each their own. So maybe you could have used a little bit more paint on the gun. The silver on this gun is way nicer. So, but you know, overall, I think it's great. I think it's fantastic that we have a toy version of the best scene in the movie, of one of the characters from the best scene in the movie. So Yeah, I like it a lot. I think that if you're a Starscream fan or just a Bumblebee movie fan, you owe it to yourself to get this. If you like Blitzwing, you'll like this too, I think. So, and it's just kind of up to you what you think. This is, of course, an issue, but that's easy remedy. So, yeah. So let me know what you think of the toy, or what you think of the review, and I will see you guys on the next one.